Internet is a great place, full of legacies. We're going to join with slow depths.
Good choice.
As opposed to fast depths, or medium depths, or lands, or BG lands, which I never finished that deck list, but it was going to have Worm Harvest in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't finish it, but I thought about it. You know, sometimes you gotta think about things. Oh shit. I forgot to tag you in the tweet, but people know.
I think you tagged. Well, you tagged me before, so yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Anyways, for those of you who are showing up, we're going to play some Legacy Slow Depths. You can check out the deck list, A, on Cardboard Live, B, I'll throw it up real quick. Cardboard Live being the extension on the side. But, Bob, do you want to explain this deck real quick, because you've played a bunch of it?
Yeah, sure. Well, first off, I think this is one of the best Legacy decks I've played, which is like pretty high praise. Dave Long is the designer of the deck, and it's funny, he told me he's been working on it for a while, since Deathrite got banned. Like, before that, he was playing the Deathrite version of this deck. And then, like, basically the major innovation was to just add Mox Diamond instead of Deathrite Shaman. And he didn't have it ready for Richmond, so he ended up playing lands and not doing so great. But then later on, he, like, figured the deck out and then was able to top 8 Baltimore with it. So that was the first finish with the deck. Then a couple other people played the deck and top 8 at Eternal Weekend, and that, like, really piqued my curiosity, because it was like, oh, Dave's just really good. Like, maybe it's just like a Dave deck. But with other people top 8, I was like, okay, maybe this deck has something to it. And then I started playing it, and it was just like really, really good because, first of all, basically the key mechanic. Hi, Cyrus, I love you. I read your really, really long post, and I said it was good. I said nice. So the key broken mechanic in the deck is the fact that your lands kill your opponent, and like crop rotation is also the best card in the deck, because most of the time you're in a situation where like you draw a crop rotation and then you win. It either answers, what they're doing, for example, like Wasteland to stop your combo, or it helps you combo, or it gets security step for a blocker, or a Bajuka Bog against Dredge. Like, literally the card just says win the game in so many situations.
Yeah, that all makes sense to
I don't know.
me.
Basically, the deck is like really powerful. It can make a 20/20 on turn as early as turn 1, but that's pretty rare. More commonly turn 2, and it also just has like a really good backup plan of discard into Dark Confidant or Sylvan Library, and even a tertiary backup plan of Life from the Lone Wasteland. So just like the built-in redundancies in the deck, the fact that it has tutors to make it consistent, and the fact that it's really fast. That's Tully sneezing in the background if you can hear. Have made it like a really powerful deck.
What a poor dog.
Just the fact that like there's just so many spots where you're just like, oh, you top this and then you win, and the fact that your lands just like kill your opponent, like that's the fundamental different thing that like I think this deck is doing. What do you think, Tully? Tully agrees.
Yep, it has a dog stamp of approval. Yeah. I would describe this deck as a mix between the rock and lands, technically, really.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with the rock is it's really bad at closing, but this package sort of fixes that problem.
Agreed.
So, like, the reason you don't see Punching Fire Jund anymore, in my opinion, is it's really bad at closing games, even if it's, like, disrupted its opponent a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, taking some of the strengths of the Jund deck, which is Dark Confidant and Discard, but also adding this combo kill to it, I think just makes the deck a lot better.
Yep.
And Cyrus, to answer your question, I played Verdant Catacombs in almost all of the draft for Zendikar because of landfall creatures. I've definitely played forests and swamps in my limited decks.
Have you played? I guess you've probably.
I played Sajuri Step for sure.
Decks.
What?
Probably have not played Bayou unless you count like a revised sealed or something.
No, Master Edition's drafts were on Moto before.
Oh wow, they had Masters Edition drafts. What were those like?
People were really bad, but also the decks were horrible. So you had like maybe like 7 good cards in your deck, and everything else was bad.
So it's basically like alpha, beta draft.
It was a little bit better than that. Why is this deck better than Storm? Well, I don't know. It probably isn't, technically
Well,
speaking.
Cyrus, you beat this deck with Storm, so therefore Storm is better.
Yeah, good answer. Anyways, I think that was a good intro to the deck, so let's get to some matches.
Yep.
Some cool things about this deck that are not intuitive, that apply to just land-based strategies in general, is there's a lot of ways you can get around Wasteland. A lot of times you just waste their waste and just initiate. Cyrus, I like having main deck compound. I think just the converted mana cost of this deck is so low that it's just great. Also, Mox Diamond's like basically 0, so we're playing against an 0-2 named El Pecco.
Let's crush him. I got some feedback on my Channel Fireball video that my chat was too wide. I didn't know that people felt very strongly about such a thing, but good to know you have a very thin chat, Jarvis.
I always adjust at the beginning. It readjusts when you reopen Match Melon. Anyways.
Are we on the play or the draw?
Draw.
We're on the draw.
So we're a crop rotation or depths away from basically.
Yeah, so this, I think I would mulligan this hand. Just because usually the combo piece you want is depths in your opener. Okay. And I feel comfortable going to 6 with this deck. See, this hand's better. It has Thoughtseize and it has a crop rotation, so you only need to draw either half of the combo, so I like this hand. And you randomly have Bajuka Bob, which might be relevant.
I don't think we want another fetch land. What does Bob think of 1 Ghost Recorder, 2 Wasteland?
I think Wasteland's just a much better card. Okay, so this is probably Moonstompy. This matchup's interesting. I don't think it's bad, per se, and you drew your most important cards, which is just a way to get basic green. So I would
Mox pitch.
There's a couple things
Bog
it could
first.
be, but I would definitely discard Bog and play the Mox Diamond.
That's my inclination as well.
Thoughtseize, and then go from there.
Yep, you just get a lot more information. It's not necessarily Moonstompy, even though it's most likely to be. Oh, yeah, Kanaksai got a sub and a gifted sub. Thanks, buddy. Oh shit! Is that GP competitor Bob Huang? Wow, you got daggered by it.
Wow, smooshed.
All right.
Hold on. I want to get Tully a tennis ball, okay. But it looks like it's between War Boss, Trinisphere, and Magus.
I don't think I care about the Trinisphere actually, but
yeah, probably not. 1 sec.
So I think I'm actually going to take the Magus. So the reason to take Magus here, I think, is if I draw a depths or a stage next turn, crop rotation just kills them.
Yeah, so I don't know, a trick I like against Magus is to play the Dark Depths after the Magus and then just kill the Magus and you win.
But we don't have
that. Means that we don't have a way to kill the Magus.
So I think I'm just gonna take the Magus.
Yeah, I guess the War Boss is scary, but I mean we'll just hope to top deck to beat it. Yeah. I guess. And then I would just go. I guess Verdant go.
You don't play Mox pitching Wasteland? They're gonna. They might 3-ball next turn instead.
Yeah, but then I think I would rather Wasteland them.
Okay.
Right.
That sort of makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. And we just need our green source, and then we can beat a moon effect, and we have that. So he's probably there's a good chance he plays Trinisphere. It's either Trinisphere or War Boss. So we'll see what he does.
Just one quick note: we should not.
Lemon. Okay, I would crop rotate for a dark, or I would crop rotate for a forest, let it resolve.
Yep.
Yeah.
One thing, we should not assume gender in this thing.
Fair enough.
Just use they or opponent. Do we even have to crop rotate right now?
No, we don't. We just untap. Yeah. Okay.
That's a little disappointing.
Doesn't actually do anything.
I think I'm gonna Mox pitch Wasteland. No, actually, I might actually want the other land in play because I have 2 crops.
Yeah, just play the land. It's fine.
This is not GG. It's not GG for either side yet, so I'm not sure
Yeah,
what you're
literally,
talking
we
about.
just need to draw an Abrupt Decay before he
Yeah.
kills us or plays, like, another moon or something.
Yep. That's what I was thinking about. I think playing the land versus our opponent, they played that mountain, right? No, they haven't. So now they're going to play War Boss, probably.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty fast clock, so it's basically if we rip one of our 3 decays.
Well, this is not as fast as Rabble Master because those are... The damage doesn't increase as quickly, I think, is the key point.
Yeah, I mean,
so you have a little bit more
we might
time
as well
versus
just crop
War
rotate
Boss.
now. I don't see any reason not to.
Yeah. The good reason to crop rotate now is that if they play 3-ball in the future, it might get awkward if we don't crop rotate now.
Right, and there's just basically no benefit. There's a very minor benefit. There's no benefit to waiting. There's a very minor benefit to thinning our deck.
Extremely minor,
just,
obviously.
Just get the Dark Death and then hope to draw.
That's not good.
Yeah, I mean, it is a chump blocker.
I guess we're supposed to play it. Yep, damage increases by 2. The thing is, if you have... Actually, maybe it is the same amount of damage. Maybe I'm just wrong. I'm not going to block yet because I don't think I need to.
Yeah, so someone asked me Ghost Quarter versus Wasteland. The reason to play only Wasteland is because it's just much better to draw than Ghost Quarter. Like, a lot of the times you just, naturally use Wasteland for its intended purpose, and it's good. Whereas using Ghost Quarter is just, way worse.
That's an interesting
We also play our own Pithing Needles in the sideboard, so against Turbo Depths, it's good to name Ghost Quarter against them in certain situations.
It's interesting that they played the 3-ball there instead of Pia.
Alright, so I assume the best way to save damage is to chump block, on a later turn.
Yeah, generally speaking. Because actually if they peel a Rebel Master, that's a really fast clock, so you'd want to chump that one. Is the actual reason. I think if you trade here, you only prevent 3 damage total, whereas chumping a Rabble Master later might be 7 damage. So I think we should just take this damage. Obviously, we're in dire straits. But, what can you do?
Yeah. It's basically
Decay!
Okay. Actually, we can now trade for the War Boss, right?
Yep, that's actually okay, sort of. I mean, I think we're still not in great shape, because what they can do is... They don't have to attack with the War Boss.
Sure. But then that's also shaving the clock.
I didn't yell loud enough. Need to yell louder to get heard. Yeah. So do you think this matchup is even?
So when I had Gaddock Teague, I was actually beating it because Gaddock Teague shuts off Fiery Confluence and Chandra. So it turns off a lot of their deck. I haven't played it more recently. But especially post-board when we have 5 of those effects, so we just take it, I guess?
Yeah, it's kind of awkward because I think we might actually die to the Thopter tokens plus the Trinisphere being thrown at us.
Well, okay, let's do the math. So if we don't block, we take 5?
We go to 7.
We go to 6?
No, it's 4.
It's 4, okay.
The mentor only applies when it attacks.
Yeah.
So we would go to 7. There's 3 artifacts, so if they peel another artifact, we would slowly die. But maybe we can work through that.
Yeah. The other thing, crop rotation. Do the Thopters have color or no?
They're artifacts. They're colorless artifacts.
Yeah, I think we just lose then. I don't really see a way to beat that. But
yeah, I'm gonna do this and see if they mess up somehow. Maybe they don't play the PA again. Although now they're probably This card is really good actually.
Yeah, the fact that we can't use Tajiri Step to beat it. Yeah.
Alright, we're actually dead now.
Okay.
That kind of sucked. But...
so, sideboarding. You want the trophies. Let me see. I think I actually wrote it down. Let's find it. I don't know if you want any other card. You want Duress. And then
my inclination is to side these out.
We take out Life from the Loam.
Yep.
And I guess the Jury Step.
Yeah. Although the Bog is worse, I think, actually. What's that?
Colorless?
I think Bog is worse. Sajuri's step has outside uses.
Like what though? I mean, I guess countering a removal spell on Bob. I don't know. Like,
Yeah. I think it's pretty thin either way, but
yeah, I mean, it's kind of marginal.
this
Let's
just
see.
literally does not do anything, right?
Well, it's black, but yeah, I mean, it's extremely marginal. Safekeeper is also pretty bad. It chump blocks basically, and like I guess you can protect a Bob from an abrade. So.
But these other cards don't seem like they do much.
Yeah, the only basically thing we're considering is to just play more lands. So then our Mox Diamond hands are a little bit better,
Yeah.
which I don't hate. So we just play the 2 lands. Yeah, let's just do
Yeah,
that.
I actually like that a lot more.
Yeah.
Why did you stop playing Sneak and Show, Bob? The chat wants to know.
Um,
Well, because the deck sucks.
for it, then people started playing more Delver decks and Death and Taxes, and it became bad. I also didn't think the Grixis control matchup was that good. I'm
This
still
hand's-
unsure about that.
This hand's really
But
close.
now it's kind of good again as people like gravitated back towards Miracles, and just like more nonsense decks.
Actually, this
um,
hand is a turn 1.
Yeah, he's dead.
Well-
let's show this guy what we're made of.
Well, let's not assume... Bob, I'm gonna berate you one more time. Don't assume their gender. Just don't do it.
It's just okay. I don't know. I agree with you, but then it's just like what I naturally say.
Yeah, I understand. But... Anyways,
Wow, Jarvis with the turn 1 kill.
Uh,
Jarvis, so
there-
strong.
this reminds me of the days where Luis streamed Dark Depths, and Luis mulled to 5 and had a turn 1 2020 and extended. Do you remember those days?
Wait, how do you do it in extended?
Chromox was legal.
Oh, Chroma.
this was a different- Yeah,
Why
exactly.
not? So wait, hold on. You also have wait, I don't even know how you on 5 cards. Don't you need you need 2 Chroma,
So
Dark Depths,
first off,
Hexmage.
he was on the draw, and
Okay.
got attacked by Goblin Guide.
Okay.
So you see now. Turn 1 bridge. Ryan, why would you even say that? Don't say such things. I really hope there's not a turn 1.
I mean, it's pretty unlikely for them to have turn 1 bridge, but if they do, they do.
Spirit Guide. Chalice on 1, probably.
Chalice on 1 response kill you. This guy must be like, okay.
Yeah, opponent's probably not thrilled about this. Okay, Chalice resolves.
Which do you think we should target with Hexmage? We
Uh,
could reset his Chalice.
We could also target our Mox Diamonds, but I would not recommend that. I think I'm gonna go with the Merit Wage plan. Merit Wage in my room.
Man, I think I think I played this deck like, you know, at least 100, if not a couple hundred matches. And I think I've only had the turn 1 once. So you're a very lucky man, Jarvis.
The first time I played lands, I had the turn 1.
Although we were thin and smart and cited in those lands, so it did help. I actually think I like Dried Arbor over Bog. I guess, or I think I like Dried Arbor over Sajiri Step, to be honest. Well, okay, the only thing Sajiri Step does is it counters a braid. Whereas Bog is black mana. So it's like extremely marginal which one's better.
But I don't think we want these other cards.
Yeah. let's
Yes,
just try
Pithing
this.
Needle does shut off the Noir family. I don't think you want to play that sort of game. I think that
I agree.
the what happens when you side in a reactive card like this is you elongate the game. Think about that. You are basically saying, I want to answer your stuff and not try. I have to cut some other card, either Disruption or an engine card. So I don't think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Lost Legacies, especially for Storm, that's the main reason I'm playing it, but it's also, you can play it against Life from the Loam, Punishing Fire, potentially Sneak and Show if they don't have Leyline of Sanctity. So,
think this is a pretty easy mulligan on the draw, unfortunately.
Yeah, I would keep this on the play probably.
Yeah,
On the
but
draw,
the
I think
problem
we
is
try
on
to
the
fight.
draw, you're
Like the
exposed
key
to
card
land.
in this matchup is just like a green source, basically.
Alright, I guess I'll keep.
Yeah, we try this.
It's
Yeah,
not
this one's
great.
actually pretty good. Well,
No,
yeah.
I mean, like, we're soft to Chalice on one instead of Blood Moon. Yeah. Boo! Boo this person!
Oh well. Okay, that's a good answer to Chalice.
So I think I'm actually going to play my
How's our
fetch.
poster face? Yeah,
How many swamps are in the deck? 2 or 1?
just one. But that's fine. We already have both our basics, so it doesn't matter. Like, we can just play the Verdant and then like end step potentially fetch a Dried Arbor. It depends on what he does. Or no, hold on. We want to be able to play the Hex Mage next turn.
Okay, our opponent does
nice.
not have red mana, which is nice.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Urborg does not override Blood Moon. Blood Moon always defeats Urborg.
Yeah, so I would discard Bayou.
Yeah.
And I guess play Swamp and play Hex Mage.
Well, so the downside to playing Hex Mage is that if they have red source of Braid, then we get blown up.
Yeah, but the Hex Mage is killing the Chalice. Like that's what the Hex Mage is doing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, actually, you're right. This is phenomenal because the next turn we can make the Merit Lage and hope they don't have an Ensnaring Bridge.
Yep.
Is what you're actually saying.
Well, they don't have it because they would have played it.
No,
this
is a coherent
deck
plan.
red for a Blood Moon, basically.
Yep, this plan is coherent and makes sense. So I guess I'm going to fetch Bayou and Crop Rotate for a stage end step.
And actually, if they play Blood Moon here, we just win. So that's actually great. Going for what? A bridge? Okay.
Alright. I think I'm just going to start attacking with my Hex Mage instead.
Sure.
Because they are at 14, and these Ancient Tombs are not free.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you about Ancient Tomb versus Delver. That shit ain't free, buddy. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I would have considered getting a Dried Arbor, but
oh shoot. Yeah,
that's fine. Let's do it next turn, probably. Just play the Forest and attack.
Yeah, 3 damage is a lot more than 2. Eddie. Yeah, Boland, aren't you glad Ensnaring Bridge is legal in Modern? Kappa. Alright, so...
Alright, just get a Dried Arbor and, like, continue our beats, I guess.
Yeah, the problem is they don't take damage from that anymore, but that's okay.
Oh man, we got... Oh, you didn't get Dried Arbor!
Oh shoot! Ah, damn it!
You got
I was thinking I'll just do it end step. Obviously there's a huge issue with that problem. Okay, well, I guess we're just only attacking for 2 a turn. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, it's not looking great.
I mean, we still just need to... I guess we need to draw 2 DKs now to win, so yeah, that was a punt.
Do we?
Well, because we need to get rid of both things.
Yeah. Crocus is mostly into pitch to Mox. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like. I think we're just trying to Hex Mage him now at this point. Like, Hex Mage is actually pretty annoying for him to deal with. Like, you can like trade it with a Chandra. I don't know.
I think the best answer to Hex Mage is actually something like Legion War Boss.
He could also have like a Braid. What is he doing? Okay, so he's killing that, dealing 2 to us, and yeah. I would probably just, crop rotate this turn, why not? Sack, I don't know, Crocus.
Yep. It is a 1/1 mountain. Our opponent's at 8 life.
Alright, so we did not get punished for not fetching. I guess we would have Croppertated the Dryad Arbor. But wait. Oh, hold on. You're thinking about getting Dryad Arbor? I was thinking about getting Dark Depths.
We could just get both.
Yeah, I mean, I guess why not?
I'm gonna get Dryad Arbor first. I can wait on the.
Well, no, because if we top deck Abrupt Decay, we want to have it, so I would just do both now.
But the problem is, we would have to draw 2 decays.
We're choked on green.
No, Dryad Arbor taps for red under Blood Moon. I don't know if it's a green creature or not. That's a completely different story.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Croppertation does very much, so I'm fine just getting both.
All right. Is it green? I can't even tell.
But I would still get
Judge
the now.
I need a judge to tell me if this creature is actually green right now. It has a color indicator on it in the upper left-hand corner. Ophidian. Do Inquisition next turn? That's like an interesting. Well, so one reason not to is because of this.
I think you could have something relevant. Okay, well, now we play that, I think. For sure.
Yep. If they have another Confluence, so be it. I'm not going to worry about that.
Yeah.
Greatness at any cost. I have 18 life points to play with. It's a green creature? Okay. I wasn't sure. Honestly, I would have believed either way if it was green or not green. I know Painter's Servant does not care about humility, so it's probably a similar sort of way.
No. So they changed the rule on Painter's Servant?
Actually, I guess we get to kill the Chandra even if they minus on the Bob, so that's fine. Oh, what the hell is this?
I wonder what this is. A braid? Spyglass? Okay.
That's fine.
That's an interesting choice.
Well, if their last 2 cards are like 0 drops or it's something they can empty their hand with, this is safer. But I think letting this live is not a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they have 2 outs to Merilage on the board, so...
Alright, so trick is don't cast Thoughtseize first. Just attack Chandra with both.
He has 2 cards in hand?
Yep. They have 2 cards in hand.
They have 2 cards in hand? Yeah, I mean, and I still think we cast Thoughtseize, though, after. I don't know, what do you think?
There's not many cards they could have here that are relevant.
So, they don't have Confluence. They could have, like, a Rabble Master. Like, say their hand is, like, double Rabble Master, for example. Then is it better to cast it or not to cast it?
I think it's better to cast Inquisition, frankly. I think the life total might actually end up being relevant at some point. No, you're probably right. Change my mind. Okay. I guess I'm gonna just take Rabble Master. They play Trinisphere. We can no longer attack the Chandra, which sucks.
Yeah, I think that's still good. I mean, it depends on what they draw. They could draw another card that they can't play. Well, okay, I guess they can probably Chandra it.
It's actually really hard for them to draw a card they can't play because they can just make mana with Chandra, right?
Yeah, that's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah. This card was freaking phenomenal in Standard. It was so underrated for so long.
Yeah, it was funny because like it just didn't see play, and then it was like, oh wait, spilled 4 colors of Healy, and then it was like, okay, this is busted.
Or we just played it in the Mardu Vehicles deck too. Which I did.
Yeah.
And which many other people did.
The underrated mode.
That's bad. I think we're kind of dead now. Like, I feel like the problem is we cannot outpace the Chandra by drawing answers fast enough.
Yikes.
I think I'm going to just Mox Pitching Bog.
Sure.
At Pro Tour, Kaladesh? Oh, no. Whoops. Okay, whatever. I forgot about that briefly.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Do I want this land in play? I guess kind
Yeah,
of.
it doesn't do anything in our hand. Oh, nice, it's untapped.
Yeah, it's the new Blood Moon rule. From whatever said.
But I think they changed the humility rule such that I think Painter doesn't work anymore.
I think it still works, but I need a judge to tell me that it works. I'm not going to trust anyone
Alright,
else.
what's the best strat with this Red Arbor now?
I'm not blocking.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, they can minus
So
the
what do we need
kill.
to win? We need to draw 2 decay type cards.
Yeah, and they need to not hit any more moons or bridges off their Chandra.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
we also have to
yeah.
do that before we get killed. Also, I think that kills us.
Yeah, pretty close to it. So we take 4, and then we take a bajillion. So I don't think we have any outs because
So
we
they
can't draw
should
2.
they should do 1 damage to each creature and 4 to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a thin and smart opponent.
Yeah, this game kind of sucked actually, but I don't think we could mulligan our hand, and we didn't really have that many other decisions besides what we did.
Yeah.
So now I have to draw a Decayed this turn. Alright. For what are we dead on board?
Dead skis.
Yep, I found that picture of Bob. It's a really good picture.
Oh, I don't even see the picture. Let me look. Oh yeah, it is my pic. It is a good picture of me.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing.
Alright, well, we're 0-1, but I feel like that matchup can be hard. Definitely the hands that they had versus the hands we had, it was hard.
Mm-hmm.
Besides game 2, where we just literally
I
had
think
the
it's
turn
probably
one.
a bad matchup, but I don't think it's like unwinnable by any stretch.
Yeah. I would believe that as well. Alright. Whoa. Oh, NZ104 decked. No, we're not going to get decked in most of our matchups. What's up, Francis?
I have not considered Fracturing Gust, but I actually have considered Back to Nature.
Yep.
Mostly for the Sneak and Show matchup, because when they open on like Ley Lines and Blood Moons and Sneak Attacks and Omniscience, like I think Back to Nature is actually pretty good against them.
I think it's hard to cast Fracturing Gust under
difficult.
Blood Moon anyways.
But yeah, I guess it would be against the Blood Moon decks, and Enchantress.
Yeah, I mean, there is Reverent Silence. But so one issue with that, Ryan, is that putting them at above 20 is kind of a liability, actually.
Yeah, I'd rather play Back to Nature.
Just the only way this deck gets decked is by Jace the Mind Sculptor. Patrician Square. How are we going to cast a white spell in our deck, though, Boland? The next round opponent is I would like to respond. Okay, fine. You win that one. For those of you who might not know in the chat, I would like to respond is notorious for playing High Tide at certain points. Which is definitely a way
you get decked by Brain Freeze and Grindstone, Jarvis.
Stasis. Slash Figure of Destiny and Petition Scorn versus Blood Moon. Okay. I don't think we side in Lost Legacy versus Miracles for Plow, but that's not like the most unreasonable strategy.
I think it depends a little bit on what you see. I actually think it's pretty good because then it like they need.
Then they need what? Your sound sometimes goes in and out.
Oh, sorry. It's probably because I'm like moving away from the computer sometimes.
Yep. But yes, I could see if you basically get rid of all of their plows in this matchup, they need to set up an instant speed terminus to deal with your thing.
Yeah, or Celestial Purge, I think, is the only other commonly played
card. Modern played All-Star sneaking into Legacy. Also was played in Standard, obviously. We're playing Dark Confidant Depths with Mox Diamonds.
Okay, thanks, Jade Hem, for the Painter Servant clarification. I thought they changed something about how humility worked, and I'm not sure exactly what it is.
Got a mulligan.
Yeah. See,
it's really close.
Any other land, and then it'd be good, but...
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that too.
That sounds good.
Yep. I'll keep... I guess the real question is which land do I want to play? Do you keep
Are we
this
on
up
the
on?
play or the draw?
We're on the play. Mono blue Eureka. Oh, ninjas. We're playing against ninjas. In which case, what do I want
What?
to do?
How do you know you were playing against ninjas?
Elf Kid said our opponent's playing ninjas.
Okay, alright. I
So,
can believe that.
we have to be careful of Misblade Shinobi is the card in question. I think I'm going to bottom this if our opponent's ninjas.
Do they have Force of Will? I think they do. I think it's okay to leave it on top and just play like Safekeeper,
Okay.
and then next
Vapor
turn.
Snag?
Well, okay, I guess we can go Urborg, go, and then next turn we go Duress, Safekeeper, and the turn after that we go. Oh wait, but then yeah, we need.
I think I was actually supposed to bottom this Duress now I think about it, but
Yeah, the issue is we slow ourselves down by a turn if we want to play it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna play the Safekeeper.
Yeah.
Why do you spam Mr. Destroyed emoji? That's really annoying, actually. This slows us down another turn.
Well, that's fine. We were gonna take a turn off to play Duress anyways, so now just play Urborg Duress.
I feel like we're gonna lose with this hand versus that deck.
Yeah, I don't know how many flying creatures they have.
Nice.
This whiff. What the hell is this?
All right.
What does the Misblade Shinobi do? What
It's
does Yuriko do? I'm just so lost right now.
Okay, you did not play enough Betrayer's Limited, but this basically, if it hits your opponent, it lets you unsummon a creature.
Okay.
This one
shit. That's actually really insanely good against us. I guess we actually need the Safekeeper around then.
I need to reread this creature.
What is this? Real the top card?
Oh,
Okay,
Confidant.
So basically like a Dark Confidant that fucks.
Yeah, that's really good.
Alright, well, I guess we just pass.
Yeah, we're gonna get kind of in bad shape, I think.
So we're gonna get ninjutsu'd by the Dark Confidant, and then yeah.
I actually think there's well,
oh man,
we'll see which one they actually do, I guess. So they played a Delta.
Also, I like how the oh, and MTG bot was like, well, Fumiko's close enough. That's so funny.
You have to spell it right? You recode the Tiger Shadow?
I know, but I think the MTG bot just used approximate names and it's like racist because it's like, yeah, this is close enough. Wait, why did he not ninjutsu?
I don't know. I'm gonna cast Sylvan's Scrying, leaving the Urborg up. Or leaving whatever up. So
is there any? So you can spell Star Sprite? Okay, so that's why.
This is annoying as hell.
We're pretty dead.
We need to draw stage naturally, I think, is the actual answer.
I mean, this is hilarious. We just like load this deck up and then queue into freaking Mistblade Shinobi and Moon. I'm amused, Jarvis.
I'm not really amused. This is
very amused.
This is really saddening.
If we lose to Fumiko.
No, Fumiko's the red.
I'll get after the actual name, and then MPG Bot was like, "Do you mean Shadow of the Grave?" Oh, that's so funny.
Fumiko is a 2/red 3/2 from Kamigawa block, which forces all creatures to attack essentially. And has Bushido X, where X is the number of creatures that are attacking.
Wait, couldn't he have like Mistblade Shinobi? How much is the ninjutsu
It's
on
a
Mistblade
single
Shinobi?
blue. It's a single blue.
Okay, so he chose to play the Wanderer instead.
I think you're supposed to return the Cloud of Furies and just try to bounce that. I feel so dead. The problem is this game gets worse for us too.
Yeah, I mean nothing we can do, like, other than tick down, Jarvis. You think we'll be alive by the time it ticks all the way down?
No, absolutely not. And they'll probably have brainstormed into a Vapor Snag by then.
I don't know if they play that main. I have no idea what's in this deck though. I've never played against it.
I was talking about Fumiko the low-blooded, not
That's each
Yuriko.
ninja, so if he stacks the ninjas.
Yes, I know. I know.
Dude, Mutavaults? What? What? What is happening?
Bob, just calm down. It's clearly blue-black ninjas. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Oh man, we're losing so badly. I love it.
This is...
I've never gotten bodied so hard.
Where's the power and toughness on it? Look at it. I'm hovering over it.
I think this is a moto bug I noticed. Like when I was playing against Blink Moth Nexus yesterday, I was like, oh, you don't see the toughness or whatever. We're getting curb stomped by Yuriko. I love it. Oh my god, he just drew like another spell strike and a force. Oh, he drew 4. Okay, we can scoop now.
Also, we're at 4 life because it nugs us for each amount of casting costs.
Alright, I guess we can IOK for some helpful info against Yuriko.
Creature lands are bugged right now.
Yuriko! We're bringing Caracas to balance it.
Calm down first off. Second off, creature lands are bugged right now.
Alright, scoopsies.
Alright. You need to calm down, Bob.
I'm so excited, Jarvis. I've never seen this legacy deck before, and it just crushed us. Alright, so we bring in Caracas. I think we bring in Choke and Last Hope. I don't know. I've never played this matchup. Let's just bring in all the cards that we might consider. So Choke and Last Hope.
I think this card is horrible, so I'm taking it out of my deck.
I would cut Safekeeper.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna set up Bog.
Let me just do.
Dude, your mic sucks. It just randomly goes out a lot. Why does it go out so often?
You're talking about my voice?
Yeah.
Let me plug in my headphones.
Yeah, that might fix it actually. That's a good call.
Alright, hopefully this will be better. Alright, so what can we board out in addition to the Safekeeper? I guess you board out the Duress because his stuff is mostly creature interaction.
I already did that. I'm gonna set out Life from the Loam, I think.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's fine. Well, yeah, I think that's fine. So set out Loam, so we need one more cut. I would cut the trophy.
I actually think this card is not going to be that great versus them, but that's a different story.
It really depends. I didn't see any.
By the way, opponent has Edict's post board apparently, so.
Sorry?
Opponent has Edict's post board, which makes me want the Dried Arbor and Safekeeper a little bit more. Just as fodder for the Diabolic Edict.
I still don't want Safekeeper. Like, it just does almost nothing
but
other than.
We can put Arbor
fodder.
in, I think.
And like usually against Edict, you will either like know it's coming, or you can just have a land up. I'm
skeptical this is good, but maybe it is.
Well, let's just try it. Let's just try this.
All right.
I think his cards aren't very cheap, so I think Choke could be really good.
I don't think you side out Crop almost ever in this deck, frankly speaking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never sided out.
I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, it sounds good. The only other thing we could have considered was shaving on Mox Diamond. Okay.
Nice. Our opponent sided in a card that does nothing.
Yeah. We boarded out Life from the Loam too.
We used the next level thinking, yes!
Oh yeah,
yes!
double mulligan.
Yes! Got him.
Yeah.
Got him.
Against decks that don't have Wasteland, I'm also okay with shaving Wasteland, but it does have Mutavault as a potential reasonable target. So.
Also, we don't know that they don't have Wasteland.
Yeah, we don't know either way.
I'm just gonna run the Bob out.
Yeah. Bayou.
I'm gonna play the Wasteland because I would actually rather, if somehow they kill Wasteland, I would rather they kill Wasteland than Caracas, I think.
Yeah.
Leylines versus Depths, yes. Dan's game. Opponent has 4 Mutavault. Okay. Well, then this card is pretty good.
Right. Is Cloud of Fairies broken because free spells are broken?
This was banned in Pauper at one point, if that answers your question.
Did it get unbanned?
No. I was saying it was banned at one point in Pauper.
Interesting. I would probably go Iocane to...
We can
okay. I guess
we can do this. And then we can decide if we want to waste or not, depending if this resolves or not.
Yep.
Interesting. I think I'm just going to waste in response to that.
Wait, why?
Oh, I guess I don't need to. But I am going to waste this turn, I think, just to keep them off a land drop.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like the longer we have Confound play versus their board of do-nothings, the more likely we are to win.
Agreed.
Ninja of the Deep Hours. So I could also just main phase decay this. Which means the ninja will almost never get online.
I would do that.
Yeah. Then I can also attack for 2.
Yep. Urborg OP.
What did your opponent play against you? I mean, I don't really care that much, but it might be good to know.
Curfew? Ooh, Curfew is a good one. Okay, a good thing we still have a Caracas in our hand.
I remember Curfew. It's a common from Urza's Saga.
Oh, yes. Caracas into choke, baby.
We know their hand is C Ninja. Plus this now. I'm just going to play the choke.
This game's over.
Hello and good luck. So we can waste both of the Mutavaults next turn, so they'll have no mana.
We can also make a 20/20. I mean, this game's over. Dark Confidant is a good Magic card.
Yeah. I like this card. Yeah, you can deal us too. I guess we just Sylvan's Crying. I kind of just want to double waste them and play Hex Mage, though.
It doesn't matter. This game's over. Just do whatever you want.
Alright. I'm going to kill their permanents because I'm spiteful.
I like it.
Opponent's also streaming? We're playing Orm67. We're going to play Bug Mill. Soultime Mill.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't play Landland.
That was weird, but whatever. I don't think it actually matters.
Let's just, get a Dark Depths.
I agree. I mean, that card. We'll just play another Hex Mage and attack for 4. Because you got to get your damages in.
Against Curfew, we can return the second Hex Mage.
Or Dark Confidant. Really, the world is our oyster. Vapor Snag incoming? Okay, I mean, like, is that even good?
Oh, look at this. Cloud of Fairies choke combo.
Well, that's kind of cute, actually. I'm still gonna make the Merit Lage, obviously.
Yeah.
I'll use the tap Hex Mage. That's some tight technical play right there.
Yep. Get that 0%. And then
it must be more than 0%, right? Just think about some obscure card that you're not thinking about.
I guess lead with the Thoughtseize into Decay.
What if they have Divert?
Well, then we play into it.
They can't even Surgical or Depths if this goes wrong. That's true. They cannot Surgical or Depths.
Also, we just don't even need Dark Depths. We just play Dorks and kill them.
Yeah. 2-power creatures add up real fast. Okay, that was a better hand for us. I don't think we change anything, right?
Yeah, the only thing we could potentially do, I don't mind shaving a Mox to play a trophy, um, but it's pretty marginal.
I think the Moxen are just so good to try to get around their bullshit.
Okay. Yeah,
I think I'm just gonna leave it as is.
I like it.
By the way, this is a matchup where punching fire would be really good. I'm just saying.
Turn 1 Inquisition, turn 2 choke. I like it.
Yep. Obviously gonna keep. We can get around Mausoleum Wanderer as well on turn 1 by playing the Mox first.
Yep. Ooh, that's a really good draw too. Probably discard Swamp.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think we play the Misty.
Yep.
And then cast okay.
Alright. Dismember, Spellstutter Sprite, and the Ninja. But they have no black mana, which is good. So I'm inclined to not take that. I guess I just take Spellstutter Sprite and...
We can cover for Crocus too if he gets it out. Well, I guess he has the Wanderer, but then it would go back to his hand. This is interesting. So our game plan is probably make a 2020. We'll choke into a 2020 if we draw another land.
I think I'm going to just take the Spellstutter Sprite.
Okay.
I don't think the other cards actually do anything.
Yeah. Spellstutter counters Grop, so that's relevant.
Oh, they drew C. Okay, whatever.
Okay, so here we want to think about what we want to do. I think
I actually am going to
Crocus. Yeah, we definitely do Crocus into choke.
Yep. The question is, what do I want to crop rotate away? Probably Forest.
Yeah, I don't see any reason. Yeah.
And yes, this play is conservative, but I think if we take the conservative line, we're going to win most of the time.
We have a choke in play, he has like Mutavault. It's like his game's like over. And you weren't sure about Chokey Choke.
This is their hand plus 1 mystery card.
Wanderer. We know what it is because he.
Nice. Then we're really safe, actually.
Agree.
Yeah.
Nice islands, bro.
Those are some nice islands. That's pretty good too, actually. Do I want to play this Urborg? Like, we should actually think about this, right?
I think you can. Well, we can play the Mox instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the Mox, but I was just thinking about if I was supposed to play the Urborg or not. Vio's probably a little bit too good for that deck. This does actually seem like it would be an Aether Vial deck, right?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I guess a lot of your things have flash, but not all of them. Yeah, Aether Vial seems. I don't know. I'm not sure all the creatures they play.
Like, right, I'm gonna copy their Mutavault. This is some hot technology.
Agreed. I would not recommend
copying an island when we have a choke on board. Ooh. Yep, this is the correct play.
Yeah, I would agree with that assessment. Ninjas, eat it. Yeah, keep in mind they do have a Dismember in their hand, so we're probably not activating this Mutavault, but...
Agreed.
Alright, well, we have a win condition now, too. Alright, so he gets to attack our Lily. Okay, that's
well, the problem is the Mutavault will eventually kill the Lilina. It'll just take a while, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we just get it our...
Ooh, that's a good draw. 8-Sun, thanks for the follow. If I get Dark Depths... Oh, this is the downside of not playing Urborg, right?
Yep. The upside is... we should have played the Urborg, because I was going to say the upside is we draw another Urborg, but then we would have just discarded it to the Mox, so I think we misplayed.
Yeah, that was probably a mistake.
The other thing we can do with our Lily is we can just take it down.
There's no creatures, and we don't have that many creatures in our deck. That's like a
So it's
bad.
basically save some life.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. We can take it up then.
So the other thing is, if they don't have a land, they can't actually dismember guaranteed, right? But the problem is, this is a thespian stage. So, all right.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's just get a Dark Depths.
I could actually get Wasteland.
Hmm?
I could get Wasteland. That's actually kind of a good point.
Uh,
Nah, I think getting Depths is probably better. But I was just considering that. I think getting Depths is better.
yeah.
We could Wasteland, but the thing is, if they just draw another Mutavault, then you get almost nowhere.
Yeah.
So I think this is actually the safer
we win
play.
next turn.
Yeah, this is a much safer play. And look, they have no colored mana. Like, I don't understand why you, like, trying to go for this ult, I think, is foolish. I think the safer play is to actually just make Merit Lage in 2 turns. Right. Wasteland's a BM line, but it's not even, like, a safe line, if that makes any sense. So I can actually activate the Mutavault, see if they try to dismember, then use the Mutavault to copy Dark Depths.
So, okay, here's a question. Basically, now the only question is play around Caracas or Wasteland. I mean, I guess.
I can still block and then activate. So
I would just play around Caracas, even though it's super unlikely that he has it, but it's like way more punishing if he does. So I would just go like Urborg go.
How does that play around Caracas?
Because then we just won't activate it until we find a Wasteland.
I do not believe our opponent has Caracas in their hand when they've been missing land drops.
Yeah, but it doesn't really help them cast anything. I mean, I think it's super unlikely for them to have it, but I've said that before.
The other reason not to play the Urborg is we have Diabolicated Colded right now. Look at their mana situation. So I'm overriding you and disagreeing. Am I playing Chandelar? This is not Chandelar.
Oh, yeah, no. A good reason not to play Urborg is Edict. Yeah, you're right. That's a heads-up play that I didn't think about.
Well, Elfkid pointed it out, but I was also thinking about it. I just think playing the Urborg opens up more bad things that could happen than not.
Yeah. So, like, the only play we could have done was we could have played around Wasteland, which is, like, even if they have Wasteland here, it just, like, doesn't do very much.
Yeah.
So that's why... Or, like, we can, like, very easily beat it, whereas if we make a 2020 into Caracas, then, like, they could maybe steal this game.
I don't think they have Caracas in their deck.
Yeah, I think it's super unlikely, but Calum is playing it in his Grixis deck, so, you know, you never know.
That sounds maniacal as hell. But I guess if you really think your deck is bad versus only Merit Lage, playing Caracas is okay. Honorog is spamming.
I just don't think Caracas is that good against us. Like, obviously it's relevant, and if you play into it, it's very punishing. But basically, once I know they have it and I play around it, it's just like just a speed bump.
All right, Kitboo conceded. All right, to answer the question, this deck has both Trophy and Decay Jacob Sea Magic.
Yeah, we have Decay main because I think it's in general it's a safer card, and then Trophy in the sideboard for when it's necessary to have the extra removal, and then in certain matchups, like, it's better than Decay. For example, in the Mirror, where it hits lands, or against Eldra.
Sup, Eddie?
We talk like an old married couple?
Yeah, you ramble too much.
Shut up.
You ramble too much. Yeah, you do actually talk over others.
Wow, I'm getting humbled.
You're almost Mythic status arena? Scott, that's awesome. I hope you get a Mythic Championship invite somehow through that. Honorog, if you're gonna be BM in this Twitch chat, you have to sub.
Oh, Jarvis with the ultimatum.
This is Bob the personing. Yeah, why is Honorog a mod? I'm thinking about it.
You should unmod him for this stream just as a courtesy to me.
Oh, Anarg gifted a sub. Nah, Anarg is good for now. Also, I forgot, a few people subbed while I was offline. Bing Luke and Rylinks, I'm going to open a chest apiece for y'all. And we'll see what is in these chests for this person, for these people. Alright.
I feel like cards are just like so cheap now that like you almost want to just open play points if you don't have enough.
Nice. I remember that card.
See, like you open nothing, right? Like
yeah.
You just destroyed 1.75 in value.
It's okay. Look at how many I have. Ooh, a Phyrexian Crusader. That might actually be worth something.
That might be. Scott makes a good point. You're destroying the Moto economy by opening chests. How dare you?
Oh, it's 2 cents. Damn.
This hand's good.
Yeah, this hand is good. It's the classic Jun curve of Thoughtseize into Confidant.
Thoughtseize into Confidant into crop rotation kill you, hopefully.
Hopefully, but... Ooh, our opponent's named Wing Hussar. Is that
Do you like that card?
I don't think that's actually a card.
Actually, yeah, is it even a card? There's a lot of Hussars. I don't know if one of them has a
I think
wing.
Sky Hussar is definitely a card. Yeah, I don't think Winged Hussar actually is.
There's also Court Homunculus.
No, Court Hussar is the card you're thinking of.
True.
It's
There's
a 2 and a blue,
Homunculus.
1/3. Chancellor of the Annex.
Okay.
Well,
this hand's less good.
This is
We have the Bog in our hand, which is probably awkward, but hopefully he has a looting hand.
Well, they went...
But he is therapying himself.
Yeah,
so
that's a good sign. That's actually a good sign because if they therapy...
I think we're just going to end up bogging him, but we'll see what happens. What's his hand?
Nice. This is really good for us, actually. This is their hand now. Reanimate and Chancellor, so we'll just bog. And it will take a while for them to rebuild.
Yep.
Target you.
Got him!
Got him! Woo!
We exiled his therapy too for that extra tiny bit of value.
Yeah, that is value.
I would play the Airborg.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't think it matters too much.
Damon, what B1? Thanks for the sub. Let me know if you want to.
Wow, Damon.
I'm gonna Thoughtseize.
Sub.
Because the life loss matters in this deck, is the actual answer. Damon, let me know if you would like me to open a treasure chest to see what you potentially could have opened. I think I'm just gonna take... This is kind of interesting.
So if he draws Entomb, you would rather take the Reanimate. I guess we just take Reanimate then.
I think we're gonna take Reanimate. Yeah. They don't even have red mana guaranteed right now.
Yeah, the other thing is we can like pretty easily beat a Chancellor.
Yeah, that card sucks. Snaptic looting. Open my pants. That's not... That'll get me banned from Twitch, so I'm not going to do that.
Well, you can open your pants without showing the stream. How do you feel about that?
I'll consider it.
So you're like a Chancellor. You're like opening effects. I open my pants.
What? Bob, we have to keep it PG-13.
I'm pretty sure Bob isn't wearing pants. Yeah, why would I wear pants when I'm not even on, like, my face is not even on the stream? And even if my face were on the stream, my pants aren't, so I would definitely not wear them, you know?
Oh, my sweet baby Jesus. We all know that opening has no effect.
That's very mean to Jarvis. I feel like it has a pretty good effect. Can we kill him here?
No, because we only have one green source in play.
Yeah, you're right. So that was the downside to not playing the Bayou.
It's okay. I'm gonna play Confidant and Bayou and Zago.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're still, like, super high to win this game. But, yeah, okay, so, yeah, if we played Bayou last turn, we could have won this turn. Oh, no, because we bogged the first turn, so...
Eddie, I have a separate monitor.
Yeah, because we bogged the first turn, there was no way to kill him this turn.
What? What are you talking about, Scott? Oh, the Bob cheesy grin. Yeah, no, that is a static image I stole from Facebook. Bob is Sometimes happy.
I'm often happy. Okay, looks like he's probably going for a loot.
Yeah, obviously you snap off the looting here. If it's just a chancer, we can force them in a chump block mode. I remember playing this matchup as lands. The games get really weird if you don't get killed immediately. But I think Reanimator's favored if your opponent knows what they're doing as lands. I think this matchup is a completely different beast, obviously. Exhume.
So crop rotate for Adepts, I guess.
Yeah. Depth is slightly better because if you draw Hex Mage.
Yep.
Right. Don't deal us lots of damage, deck. That's fine. So I'm going to have to pay 2. So we won't be able to make it this turn, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Do I waste? Actually, I think I waste, right?
Yeah, it stops them from flashing back the looting and getting something scarier like an Ashen Rider or a Grizzlebrand or whatever.
Well, it's actually hard for them to do anything because they're hellbent. There's no possible way they can draw 1 card and do 2 things, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
But I'm still going to waste because I think it just...
I think it's kind of free because
it cuts off
we can make the token next turn even if we waste.
Get them? I am getting them. I'm doing my best to get them.
And I guess we can ditch the Airborg because we have a second one. We also have Sajiri Step, incidentally nice, in case like he gets a chance to block or something.
Yeah. Alright, I will pay this black floating. Yes. I will grab the card Thespian Stage. All in the world's a stage. The Absolution of the Combat was quickly written as a strategy. That's kind of good flavor text, actually. Alright. Attack for 2. Say go. No, it costs 2. Right? The Chancellor's in play, so it actually costs 2.
Yeah, effectively. He's going to try to block, but he won't be able to.
What? Oh, yeah, that's funny. Yeah. I'll tap that for mana. This is my favorite thing to do as lands, tapping my Dark Depths for mana when my opponent plays Urborg. With 4 lands. Yeah, I could have waited, but it's okay. In any case, I think this is actually good. Sort of. I mean, it's like not really that good, but it's...
Yeah, I would bring in trophies. I would bring in Needle, Surgical, Caracas.
I think we can take out this card.
Duress.
I
think that's it. And then we can take out Loams for sure. Safekeeper. And Decay. Take out all the Decays as well.
Do I want Sylvan Library? Strikes me as no.
It's a little bit slow. Let's see if there's anything else we could consider.
Sajiri Step?
No, we want that. It's just a land and it has an effect.
I'm going to side this out then.
So yeah, just cut the library. I think it's good.
3 + 1 = 20/20. Yep. I probably... It kind of didn't matter what we did, actually, but you are correct that we could have made a 20/20 there. Pay to sack Bayou. Yep. It actually works out. Well, we have the
Wait, what is he saying? That we skip the Merit Lage by a turn? I don't think so.
No, the turn we wasted, we just play land, say go, and we could have done it. But that's okay. It doesn't actually matter.
Yeah, I guess you're right, because...
Well, the question is, do we do this?
I'm trying to think, would we have had 4 lands in play that turn? I don't know.
I thought we only had 3 lands, but it's okay. I have occasionally played Maverick in the past, not for a while, though.
Yeah, I would keep this hand.
Yeah, this hand's kind of bad, but...
I don't think so, because, like, Caracas has pseudo-answers, Grizzlebrand. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on really how good his draws are. But, like, I like that this hand, like, has a way to win, and it has interaction, and it's not super vulnerable to, like, Chancellor or anything.
Maybe
like,
they'll
it's not
just...
super vulnerable to anything he does. I mean, I guess if he discards the crop rotation, like, that'll buy him some time, but...
Okay, well, that's a good sign, sort of.
So, I'd play the Verdant.
Yep.
Pass.
Yeah, Bob, you talk too much in a row. You got to break it up. Honorg is correct for once.
I'll breathe if I want to.
What the heck does this mean? Oh, they kept on top. That's what it means, right?
There's a good chance he has like Assassin's Trophy. But that's fine. Just untap and
Bob alone.
So I would play Urborg to have trophy up, and then next turn we can potentially combo him.
Yeah, we'll see what an opponent does before we decide what to do. Huh, no Entomb.
Yeah, I'm really curious what kind of handicap. Like he has, I peg him for having Assassin's Trophy now.
Okay, in which case we can play a slower game.
Sure.
You stop breathing, Bob. Does that actually do anything? I don't think wasting them does anything. I think I'm just going to play a stage and say go and see what happens.
Okay.
I don't think playing any of these other ones does much. Kind of wish the Bog were in our deck right now, but that's okay.
Yeah, but he does... Well, he'll know it once he thought seizes us, but... Alright, it's gonna have the game action.
It might be Magus of the Moon, actually. In which case we'll respond and make Merit Wage.
Yeah.
We have enough, right? Yep, the depths will tap.
Get a Bayou.
Yep, the depths will tap for mana, so we have enough. This was a hilarious game. And this is one of the cards that makes sense for our opponent to be holding because it costs so much mana. And it's a reason for them to keep their hand.
I mean, I guess. I don't know how far down they mulliganed. I 100% would have mulliganed as a black-red player if that was like...
Well, just think about a ritual or a petal also
lets you turn to. Yeah, but he didn't have either of those. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, our hand was a little bit better than theirs were. Do you agree with that?
Yes. I concur.
Oh no!
Plow!
No!
Realistically, what would they even play?
I don't
know. Just attack and see what happens.
Chain of Vapor?
I don't know. Seems unlikely.
Seems like they're probably going to take 20. Rodney Pile? No. I saw that deck and I chuckled, but I'm not going to play it.
Can you describe it to me?
It's the all one of Maverick deck that was posted.
With tainted packs, I guess?
No, it had 3 brainstorm. It had 3 of a bunch of things and 1 of a bunch of things.
Okay, so there's not even a tainted pack to be like a quote-unquote justification.
Dude, Tainted Pact was so sick. When 1v1 Commander was reintroduced, all of the blacklists showed up, and I just posted somewhere, like, these decks are misbuilt, they should be playing 1 Tainted Pact.
And it's not banned or anything. Like, I look... So,
well,
like,
the format is dead now. They killed the format.
Fair enough. But I'm just saying that, like, the card is legal, so it should actually just be in every black deck.
Yes. While the format was going on, it should have been in every black deck. As one of... Can you post links here? Sure. I'll let you post the links. So, now is a convenient time. I'd like to give a shout out to Mana Traders and Cardboard Live. And if you all want to rent cards on Magic Online instead of buying them, you know, maybe try out the rental service for a month or 2 and use my referral link. Thank you. Hashtag sponsored.
Hashtag sponsored. Hashtag money. Hashtag better way to play MTG online.
Sponsored, not shill. Honorog, you're spelling things wrong. I see. Well, hashtag sponsored. Thank you, Karate Dom. Alright. Let's see how long these last two matches take us. Then I will attempt to rent the mill deck from Mana Traders. It is myself and Bobbert Huang. We're representing the big green by making some big merit wages.
I'm queuing into you, Soul Flare. Jarvis, okay, what did you think of my Soul Flare suggestion?
I didn't read it, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I just like, we got paired.
Yeah.
So Calum, our friend Calum, aka White Faces, has been playing Grixis Phoenix to very good results. And that deck plays 4 Buried Alive. This is amazing. This hand plays itself.
You don't say. I played this extended deck. It was so good.
Yeah. And where's the...
You went out again. That's
I don't
true.
Like-
Tainted Pact was bad if you had a lot of basics. That is true. Ooh, I hope they
Days,
don't
I guess,
draw
yeah.
Wasteland, obviously, but
Even if they draw Wasteland, it just doesn't matter. We have a backup Urborg.
well, what if they just go Waste Go? Like Waste Go defeats it, but that's so unlikely. However, here I'm just going to play the thing.
Just jam.
Yeah, I'm not going to not jam. They had one draw step for exactly days, and I'm also going to jam here.
Yep.
Because
Now they have a chance to draw an Edict, but screw that. They
Yeah,
they maybe play one main, and it's not guaranteed that they do. So
oh, upkeep Kraken's Case of Stifle. Whatever.
yeah, upkeep was a slightly better time to do it, but I think we win.
Sweet game. Yeah, boyo. So they're probably Grixis Delver, is my guess. The
They
days.
could. The days. Yeah, the days gives it away.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they could be the Phoenix deck, but yeah, the days gives it away. All right. So against Grixis Delver, I like taking out Safekeeper, Bog, Sajuri Step, for 2 choke, 1 Dried Arbor, 1 trophy. This was before I had Needles, so I don't mind bringing the Needles in as well.
Why do you want Needle?
As Duress. Yeah, bring in. We don't want Last Hope. Let's bring in Duress and the Needles, and then let's see where we're at. How many cards we need to cut?
3 cards.
Okay, I would cut the library, and I think it's fine to cut a Mox.
Man, I hate cutting the library.
Yeah, it's tough because it's like most of the cards are good. I would probably cut a Mox, then just have 1 Needle, or we could cut a Trophy. It's kind of like these are all the flex cards. I would cut 1 Mox though, because like the second one can be bad.
All right. I'm not sure this is correct. Why not Safekeeper? Because Grixis does not actually target your creatures with your merit wage with removal. And the other thing is, it is pretty costly to get to enough lands to keep this around and have the merit wage in play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like this.
Oh, I see. You're asking why not take the Safekeeper out. Well, I've already taken them out. This looks like a keep. It's a little bit risky, I agree, but I think this is probably a keep.
Yeah, let me try to think what we're going to do with this hand.
Well, so my plan is to Mox Pitch Adepts and play Sylvan's Scry.
Scry for Urborg?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. If he has Surgical, he has it, but I think this is kind of hand where it's just like, well, he has it, he has it.
There's a few downsides to this plan, which is if this gets Inquisitioned or Thought Seized, you're actually in pretty bad shape. But I think this hand's just too good to mulligan.
Mm-hmm. Like, we have a turn 1 Scrying and a turn 2 Choke, and we also have Crop Rotation, so, yeah.
Right.
So, I would play Stage and then Mox.
Bro.
You're very familiar with not losing to days.
I mean, I did it once, and I swore I would never do it again. It's hard for me to do that while I'm streaming on ROG. I'm sorry. I would actually do that, though. Okay, that's fine, too.
Yeah, Days was going to be very good against us, regardless, so... Surgical incoming. Alright, so he has a Daze. It's good to know about.
If we get surgical, we get surgical. I'm not going to worry about it, frankly speaking. Alright. Land? That's actually pretty good. So they have a daze in their hand. So I think I'm inclined to just Thoughtseize.
Yeah, I would play the stage to play around Pierce, but yeah, seems good.
Agreed. If they want to Pierce and daze my Thoughtseize, that is A-okay with me. Copy their seat. That might actually come up. We don't have the second black mana. Ooh. Alright. So we have options. I don't think I'm going to take the Pyromancer.
I think we just take the Force.
Yeah. Currently they cannot cast the Pyromancer, so this is fine. If we draw a land and they tap out for the Pyromancer, then we can actually get them as well. Copy the stage. I'm not going to do that.
It's a pretty good draw.
They still have Pierce up, but I could just play...
Interesting. I would just play the Hex Mage and pass.
Yeah,
our plan is hoping to top deck like either Wasteland or Dark Depths.
Yep.
That...
the blues text does show up on stage if you copy stage.
Yeah. Next turn, if we don't, we can use stage to copy the Wasteland. So that is the alternate line we could have taken this turn, but...
Sucks.
Okay.
Well, we're going to have to work through that anyways. For what it's worth, but... Explain the story when I found this out. When I was goldfishing on Magic Online, the first time I had this deck.
Alright, we are running out of time. This Delver is killing us. But I think we can still make it just in time if we copy his Wasteland this upcoming turn, which he will probably...
I don't think it actually does anything.
It kills the Mox. I mean, it could be relevant. I'm surprised he didn't do it. Oh, that's a great draw. We're just doing that now.
Yep, I'm just going to say go and see if they crack the explosives, which they probably will.
I don't I guess they were holding up the Wasteland.
Alright, so what I could actually do here is crop rotate and...
I would do it... Yeah, okay. There's a very minor reason to decay on upkeep, and that's divert, but... I mean, yeah,
well, I know their hand, so it's okay.
Yeah, kill it.
I'll just kill it. If they...
And that should buy us a lot of time.
It should. One thing they can do now is actually play Pyromancer and waste our green source, but that's okay. I would actually prefer they did that than almost anything else.
We can probably resolve choke.
Well, we would have to draw a land, right?
Well, we would keep the Mox because he can't do both.
Yeah, but they still have days in their hand, right?
Yes, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I don't understand the EE play. I would just, if I were them, I'd either cracked it.
Yeah, I think once you commit to that explosives, you should probably crack it end step.
Yeah.
Because it also makes your Wasteland a lot better, and 2 mana is a lot to give up when you have a young Pyromancer in your hand.
Yep. And it's funny, he kills his own tokens too if he isn't careful, so...
Alright. Beach C2, hello? Interesting. Alright, land! Good enough. I think I'm just gonna slam the choke.
Yeah, I think we just win.
It's pretty nice.
I mean, he can daze once and then cast the Pyromancer off the Volk, so that's his play, probably. And then...
Then we crop rotate main phase for Dark Depths, right?
Yes.
Like, this is great.
Yep.
Maybe they think explosives kills Merit Age. I don't think I've ever seen anyone who thought that, so...
Yeah, I would play the Wasteland, why not, and then crop rotate.
I'm gonna...
Yeah, that's fine, just float a mana and then crop rotate, that's fine too.
Yeah. There's actually... If we were really scared of Submerge, I should have crop rotated the Bayou away, but whatever.
Yeah, Submerge is not common.
Thinking about if I want to play around it still, I'm not going to. I think it's more likely they have an Edict in their hand, so I'd rather just waste their waste.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, but I would say like it's super unlikely, but I think it probably was the correct play to sack the Bayou.
I used to make that play all the time when it didn't cost me anything, and I think here it would cost us nothing to make that play. Mostly
Agreed.
because we can't really do anything else besides this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this plays all in.
But we win, so it's fine. Yeah, nobody plays Submerge anymore because it's not relevant
It's
against
so
enough decks.
bad. What is it good against? Almost nothing. It's okay versus that deck, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's like okay versus the Merit Lodge decks, but
It's
like
okay
they can
versus Maverick
play
still.
around it. Maverick, Rug Delver, but people don't really play that deck. Infect, but people don't really play that deck. Like it's not irrelevant, but just like an uncommon card to play. Just like if I were building Grixis Delver, like Submerge would be my like 20th sideboard card.
It
or maybe
probably
even
be
further
like
down.
my 30th, personally
Yeah,
speaking.
exactly.
Like, here are cards I would play over it. Venser, Shaper, Savant.
Oh, I don't know if I'd go that far.
No, the reason to play Venser is for Sneak and Show as well.
And I suppose it's live against Storm, but I've never ever like.
Oh, I've done that once. My opponent duressed me, saw Venser, and went off, and so I'm like, alright, Infernal on the stack, Venser your Underground Sea. They picked up their deck, and they were like searching through it and put a card face down, and I'm like, is that an Underground Sea? And they were just shell-shocked. They figured out what this Venser actually had done.
Yeah. That's really funny that you had to ask. Like, you're supposed to show me that it's an Underground Sea, bro.
My opponent conceded the game. They exited my game in game 3 of Shardless vs. Ant. And Rounds were destroyed by Backslide. Exactly, Binders, exactly what I'm talking about. Yo, we're up to 90-ish viewers.
These?
We have a Negator77 in the chat working. And we have some other Legacy people lurking.
Would you say you're... Well, okay, when you stream, like, how would you divide your stream into, like, Legacy, Modern, other formats? I don't know what else you stream. Like, what percent would you say for each one?
Nowadays, I do not stream Standard or Draft whatsoever, because the problem is all of the Arena streams are that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do that in Magic Online, you just get... There's, like, literally no reason to do it.
Okay.
Bob Huang sounds like a bro, looks like a mathematician. That's kind of a compliment in disguise, I think.
I suppose, if one considers being a bro a good thing to be.
That's fair. Well, Bob and I are having a birthday on Monday, so if you want to donate to the stream in celebration of that, feel free. Is being a bro a good thing? I don't know, it depends, I suppose. This hand seems like a keep, frankly speaking.
Are we on the... We're on the draw?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would keep it. It's fine.
It's a little bit slow, but I think this is just good enough that you can't mulligan. Draw Mox.
And if you just draw like another Black Forest, you can make a 20/20. So
Mox would be the nut. Urborg would also be pretty good, actually.
Yep, those are the two best draws, I believe.
How do you donate birthday strippers to a stream? Well, you can't do that. We're probably favored versus Verdant Catacombs, right?
Quite possibly the Mirror. I guess I would... I'm trying to think if there's a land that's better to play.
I think I'm going to play Forest.
Okay.
Actually... I'm actually going to play Swamp. I changed my mind.
Okay.
Play Depths. Well, Anurag, this is why I don't take strategic advice from you.
Yeah, that way if you draw a Mox, you can make a 20/20. I like Swamp.
The squeaking noise is coming from Bob's dog. This looks like...
Possibly Turbo Depths.
Turbo. which is unfortunate. We're sort of defenseless, but that's okay. Yo, Yama Killer, thanks for the 13-person
Let's
host.
play another Dark Depths to make a Merit Lodge. I like that line.
Okay. So I want to draw crop rotation, I think, actually.
Yeah, that would be the best draw.
How about Sajiri Step? Bob, you tricked Beach C2. They were looking for their dog because of the whining sound.
That's really funny. Hold on, let me. Okay, I would upkeep Decay the Hex Mage.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. So this way, even if they make a Merit Lage, we don't get completely blown out. Alright, this was wrong for them to do, I think.
That was so good for us.
Yeah, that was
so amazingly good for us.
Well, lever number 1, I would have to just respond to the crop rotation, otherwise I don't have a good...
Yeah, in his shoes, I would have made the 2020 immediately. Like, these decks don't play Karakas main.
I mean, they sometimes do.
He also played into us having a crop rotation.
Well, they don't play Karakas main?
Alright, very few people play Karakas main, and I think it's incorrect to play Karakas main.
I'm going to play Compound and Sajiri Step, because if we play Depths, they literally copy it.
I'm trying to think, like, does playing the Sajiri Step do that much? I guess it helps us cast Loam. I don't know.
I think we're going to need our mana, especially if Compound gets to go wild. So
yeah, okay.
I think this is correct.
And they are the turbo version. So we want most right now is like Wasteland.
They copied Swamp. That makes sense.
Yep.
Nice. They Bogger Decay, which I don't care about. I kind of feel like their hand is bad now, right?
I agree. I mean, they have 2 cards.
Alright. I hope we draw Crop Rotation or Wasteland.
I did not swear on Tully White Faces.
Kind of just Thoughtseize.
Okay.
I don't think playing the second Bob is really that great.
He could have a crop rotation, so I agree. But I guess he makes the 2020 next turn. It's awkward.
This is a really awkward game.
So now I would just play Dark Depths and attack and pass, I guess. Like, I don't think... So if we put the Loam into the graveyard, let's think about it. Would we have enough mana to...
Well, if we try to do that, they just copy in response to our Wasteland.
We don't have a Wasteland.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Next turn.
No, what I'm saying is we play the Loam and then dredge to hit a... yeah, I guess... it's... I don't know if there's anything we can do in this spot because we don't have Karakas in our deck.
There's not much we can do. What we actually need to do is flip Mox Diamond. We need to flip Mox Diamond.
We need to make a 2020 and have a Wasteland, which I don't think there's any reasonable way of doing. So yeah, I mean, just play the Depths and pass, I guess.
Yep, they cannot copy right now, which is a good thing. They can copy next turn, obviously, but that's okay. In fact, the one downside to copying ours is if we have a crop rotation, we get to blow them out.
Well, it's pretty clear what deck we're on by Sajiri Step.
The problem is they still have a Karakas in play.
Man, this is so good for us. Like, he's giving us attempts to top deck crop rotation off the Bob. Okay.
The Safekeeper was actually pretty good, I think.
Wait, hold on. Don't we just die when he end steps it?
Why? We can make our own. And then sacrifice a land.
He played the Earthborg. That was so good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I'm going to just play both of them.
Okay, I didn't realize that he played Urborg. Oh, that's so good.
Now I'm going to say go. I'm going to have to start feeding lands to the Sylvan Safekeeper, which kind of sucks.
That's fine. We have loam.
Well, the problem is it costs you time, right?
Well, this is why I was saying, oh, we can sack the Sejiri Step and loam it back.
Yep, but I'm also just going to make this.
Whoa, wait, but then we need to sack another land. Let's think about this.
Well, no, this is fine. Trust me, I have a plan. I'm going to do this. They staged targeting our depths, which I said was a mistake.
Okay, so...
Because then their stage activation fizzles.
And then they Caracas again, we sack Swamp.
Yep.
And then...
I basically have to hit Mox off of... But that's okay. I think that's a fine plan. The problem is we're going to have to feed a lot of lands to it, but that's okay. Actually, they have to... Yeah, we are in kind of dire straits, but...
I mean, they've made,
actually, we are okay as long as they do not...
Oh, well, that's the card that beats us. Oh, well. That's fine. I mean, we should be dead already, so everything's just gravy. Just let it resolve, and then we're in a very similar situation to where we were last turn. Except we don't have the Hex Mage.
They had no cards in hand, that's correct, Tom. I don't think I can respond to this, because I think
you
if
definitely
I do
just let this happen.
Yeah. Now they get to Caracas. I was actually hoping they waited to Caracas until our turn, like our main phase or something, but they didn't do that. Onrog, dude, be better with your trolling. It sucks. Are they not going to main phase activation?
I mean, he keeps giving us outs.
None of these do anything.
I don't think so.
Alright, well, I'm going to bluff, because it doesn't cost me anything to bluff.
Yeah.
But this is annoying that they had the Caracas and we didn't, essentially.
Can we play the Bob? I think, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I play the Bob, but I'm not attacking, obviously. Hold on, if I play the Bob, does that give it away that I have nothing? Probably, but whatever.
You could have crop rotation, like, that's the card. I don't know how he would possibly play around it, but he could be.
Well, alright. It sucked. That was really frustrating. I think we got a bunch of redraws, but...
Yeah, I don't know. He gave us so many turns to top deck. Trophy.
Do you shave down? Serious question.
You know, see, I'm undecided because a lot of games just come up to making a quick 20-20, and a lot of games you want to play a longer game. So let's see what else we can do and then decide from there. We can bring in Duress, and I think that's all we want. From their end, I like Surgical's better against us because we have Loam. It's not so great against them.
Agreed.
So I don't like bringing it in. What can we cut here?
In my mind, I would shave one depth personally, but if
okay,
you think
we can shave one depth.
If you think it really is about going faster, then you shouldn't. I don't know if that's the case or not.
It's not all. There are like enough games that it's about going fast. Everything else we have is good. So let's cut one depths. Let's cut the Bog.
Onrog, problem with that is Hexmage costs 2 and Legacy costs 3.
Let's cut. So Safekeeper is good against Caracas, but I think it's better in their deck against us because like we win a longer game because we have life from the loam. I'm not. This is tough.
Do I need all of the decays? Like, serious question.
I also hit Safekeeper. Let's cut at least. Let's cut 2 decays. Or 1 decay and two Safekeepers. Yeah, let's cut the 2 Safekeepers.
Not sure about this, but okay.
And then...
We still need to cut a card. I assume Needle is actually good, right?
Needle's definitely good.
Okay.
I think we just cut.
Are you sure the second dress is that great?
You kind of really want it for crop rotation. So I guess I would just cut another decay.
Tom says a lot of depth player bringing surgical in the matchup, even though it's pretty bad. So loam gets a little bit. We could shave one loam. Nah, actually, nah. Just loam at 3 lands is so good.
It's just like such a freebie. It's like one of the ways we have the advantage in a longer game. So I like this.
Plus, actually, it's pretty easy to break up surgical. I do not believe this is a keep. This hand does actual nothing. So I'm going to mulligan.
Okay.
Like this hand.
I mean, it has like 2 points of interaction, but
I think this. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like we can do a lot better. So, this looks a lot better.
Okay.
We can copy our wasteland too, but the problem is like our opponent showed us pithing needles. So, do you leave that on top?
I mean, yeah, I would bottom it. And then needle hex mage because we have stage.
Do you fetch Bayou on turn 1?
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter
because we get to library turn 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine. It's kind of weird. Well, okay, because like worst case scenario, we can stage to get the second colored source.
So you want to needle hex mage blind, essentially, is what you're saying.
Like, because we have Loam Wasteland, I kind of feel like we have inevitability in this matchup.
So you just want to shut down all of the avenues of attack and then drag the game out. Yeah, that makes sense. Don't forget that Hex Mage is a 2/1 first striker, though. Triple digit hype. Alright. What's the likelihood that Sylvan Library survives? I think I still slam it. The problem is...
I don't know. They do play decays, so I don't hate Inquisition in because he didn't show a discard spell, so I think Inquisition might be a little safer.
That's fair. Show us your secrets. I'm not laughing. I'm aware of that actually.
What's he say for? Okay, so we just take crop rotation and then play land and pass.
Tom, I was not laughing. I believe that in the depths standoff, whoever has more creatures wins. Because I remember killing a lot of depths players with like a 9/8 tireless tracker. Do you believe that happened before, Bob?
I agree the tireless tracker is great. Does that count?
That's fair.
So he's probably gonna scry for a Ghost Quarter or an Orborg. We'll see.
Mono barking.
Mono barking aggro. Ghost Quarter.
Okay, that's fine. Does that help?
It's interesting.
I kind of think I would rather have the land in play.
Yeah, I agree, and we can maybe discard a better land.
By the way, next turn I'm planning on taking the full amount, but we'll see what actually happens this turn.
Yeah.
What a sick card. They don't print cards like this anymore. Probably for good reason. Scrying again. They might get like a Wasteland or something, right?
I don't think they play Wasteland. I really don't know what he's getting here. Caracas. Okay, yeah, that makes sense actually. Alright,
let's take the full 8 probably. Ooh, that's pretty good. I might not take the full 8 anymore.
Alright, well, we don't want the Mox and just take the other 2.
Yeah. The question is, do I use the crop rotation to shuffle right now?
I don't think there's a... Oh...
Do you see what I'm saying, kind of?
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
I'll just play the bob and pass.
Yeah. I'll just let them do whatever they want. Like, we're actually pretty safe, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, Yeah, because there's no way for him to cut us off green, and if he makes 20, we get Caracas. So yeah, there's nothing
And
really
then we
we
can
can
draw
do.
lots of cards and probably do whatever the hell we want. Is
Yep.
my plan. You know what they say? Greatness at any cost.
Okay, so that's pretty good for us that he's going for it. We just like he's just playing into like everything, which is great. So now we probably don't want to draw the Mox, so we can just crop rotate
Uh,
upkeep in
Sensei's
response to the
Divining
trigger.
Top is an artifact.
All right, so yeah, just crop rotate in
I
response to
know.
the trigger.
What if they had a Spirit Guide and Crop Rotation as their last two cards?
What would he crop rotate for that counters Caracas?
I don't know.
Okay, and then let's see what we can get.
Lands? Lands would actually be good here.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna put that back.
I would.
I kind of just want to jam another 2-1.
Well, like the thing we could do is we could pay 8 and then scrying for a Dark Depths. It's a little aggressive. We would go down to 6.
I think I'm just gonna
so
put the scrying back and pay for life.
well, what's your plan then? Just to attack for a little bit?
No, attack for 4 a turn. Is that crazy?
Yeah, I just don't. He might
Four,
go.
4 per turn is pretty.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. That's fine. Like we can't lose. So
Well, we could, but we just have to be careful. I think.
yeah, so like how he beats us from this position is basically Safekeeper, into. Do we know his hand? We just know
Hexmage.
Hexmage and Caracas.
By the way, our top card is Sylvan Scrying, so we'll take 2. But I think soon we can set up floating zeros for a while. Because Sylvan Library plus Confidant sort of lets you float zeros.
Mm-hmm.
So
Agreed.
That's my plan going forward in a bit. I just think that turn it's okay to sneak another 2-1 into play. Yes, they can play their own. I think that's okay. But yes.
He played he didn't have 2 Dark Depths, did he? I'm pretty sure he played the one you knew about.
No, he had 2.
Oh, okay.
Also,
that's fine.
This is fine. I don't need that really. Like, I actually think I would have killed the Confidant. Honestly, they think we're going to die to the Confidant, which is not terribly likely, frankly speaking.
Mm-hmm. So, what is our plan now? We can scry for a Wasteland or a Depths.
I'm just going to scry for a Wasteland, I think.
Well, we can copy his Ghost Quarter. Oh, but then we would need another stage anyways. Yeah, we can play the Mox. We have a second Borg.
I'm just going to attack for 4, scry for Wasteland, play it, say go.
And so our plan is just beats? That's fine. He has Caracas in his hand. And, like, the Wasteland will be...
The Wasteland's always alive, so...
Yeah, so
just another
play the
layer
Wasteland, and then Thespian stage copy the... end step, Thespian stage copy Wasteland or Ghost Quarter, depending on kind of what happens.
Yep.
And we also get to hold up Trophy. So, yeah, I think you're right. We just win with beats.
I could cast Thoughtseize, but I think it's actually sort of unsafe to cast it when we're at 8.
Agreed.
Opponent should have seen if we were going to die to our Confidant, I think, frankly speaking. Except we have 4, 4, 4, 4. Yeah, there's actually 4 turns of Confidant flipping that we might die to. So they conceded prematurely. I don't think it's likely. The average converted mana cost is not that high. Because this is already 0. So.
Yeah.
Ryan, this is not an untested brew. Oh, that might be the joke. Do you want another decay in on the draw or not?
I don't think so. Like the main thing it does is it
one
hits needle, which isn't irrelevant.
serious question: is duress really that great?
I mean, so like the issue is you can't ever go off if they have a crop rotation or you just get blown out. They only play one ghost quarter, so oftentimes they'll need to get out early.
Okay.
I
guess I'll just leave it.
Yeah, I mean, I can see playing the second decay over it, but I think it's
too late.
I think it's close.
I already hit submit. Cardiodom average CMC is 0.8. Oh, this hand's great. I'm never mulling this hand. I think this hand's actually phenomenal, frankly speaking, but maybe I'm wrong.
It doesn't really do anything. Like if it had a wasteland, it'd be fine. It'd be good.
But we're on the draw, and we have a trophy. Maybe that's not good enough.
I mean, this hand just like doesn't do anything. Like if it goes Thoughtseize or trophy, then our hand literally does nothing. I'm not saying that we have to mulligan, but I'm just saying I don't think this hand's that good, so we should definitely consider it.
I changed my mind. I'm mulling.
Yeah. Okay.
I've actually changed my mind. This is really awkward. I think this is a mull, though. This hand's quite poor versus almost everything.
Hold on. So if we drew a land, like...
I think this hand's significantly worse than our first hand.
I don't know, it's significantly worse. It's definitely not what you want, but like you can cast 3 spells. Like, I guess... I
think I'm gonna mulligan it.
Okay.
I'm overriding you. I'm gonna keep.
Alright, this was probably our rest hand.
Alright.
Yeah.
I have a plan.
Yep, we definitely have a plan.
It's not the most foolproof plan.
Actually, it's like a pretty damn good plan, in my opinion.
I'm just gonna Thoughtseize.
So, yeah, I guess.
I've already.
Because it turns on his Caracas for black mana, but I think that's better than just playing into crop rotation.
Nice. They have it.
Shit. Well, I guess we take one of them.
I think I'm supposed to take Sylvan Scrying, but don't. I actually kind of wonder why they didn't cast Sylvan Scrying for a green source.
Let me think. So next turn, if you guys, what could even Scrying for?
A green source.
A green source?
They were supposed to actually just cast it on turn 1, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's really bizarre. I think. Yeah. The thing is, if you cut them off of. What? Alright. Well, that's kind of annoying, but. Right, I have to go Wasteco. Because they can just crop rotate. Oh no, they couldn't, right?
Hold on.
Rotate. Float. No, they could have.
Yeah, they could.
They could have. Yep, sorry. I was redoing the math again. So, we need to draw somewhat well to win this game, I think. But their hand is not great, frankly speaking.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Alright. They scryed that to the top. They did scry something to the top. I don't know what it was. Yeah, actually, I think they actually did scry this to the top, right? Or something. They scried one of these 2 cards to the top. I don't know which one.
It was Dark Depths.
Ooh,
that's a good draw.
Pretty good. Nice Urborg. How do I want to play this? Is the question.
This is a good question. I think the greedy play, it kind of gives away what we have, but the greedy play is to play Hexmage and play Forest and pass.
And leave up the Forest?
Yeah.
Don't we just die to the right of consumption if we do that?
No, because if he main phases the...
Yeah. We actually get killed by red consumption if you do that.
No, hold on. So how does he make the 20/20 if we leave up crop rotation though?
I think Forest Go seems like the best play to me, frankly speaking. We can wait a turn to get around
Yeah,
all
fair
this
enough.
stuff.
You're right. I think it's the best play because we can make
And
the
Tom
20/20
agrees.
next turn.
Well, I've read what Tom said, but I was also thinking it. Also, Sup Arcane, 32-person host, hype! Legacy, after all, thanks for the follow. We're fine taking 2 damage for a while, and look at how bad their hand is. Like,
No, we can literally.
what?
And then.
You broke out for a second. What do you want to do?
I'm still thinking. It's tricky because he has his own crop rotation. It's basically whoever blinks first takes
Yes.
a big hit.
Yeah, that's why I like sitting here for a while. Also, their mana source is not permanent, so it's a lot harder for them to actually do anything.
Agreed.
We can also deny mana from the Urborg unexpectedly, which might come up.
Yep. Okay, this is good for us, I think. So he's going. Okay, I think we just literally just win right here. He's gonna gross quarter our. Just let this happen. He's gonna ghost quarter our waste. No. Just let it happen. He's gonna ghost quarter our wasteland, and then we're gonna waste in response. He's gonna make a 20.
You broke out again, but
just let him. He's gonna get ghost quarter here. Okay. He's gonna ghost quarter.
Then we can crop rotate for
him. He sacks the Hex Mage. Then we crop rotate our Urborg, and then we win.
This does not seem like a wise idea, all things considering. And yes, this is the class.
Well, no, I think this is a reasonable play by him, but he loses the crop rotation with this line. And then crop rotate the Urborg.
Yep, I have to let that resolve.
Well, you don't have to. Now you definitely want to do it.
There's a wasteland there's a ghost quarter activation on the stack. We'll know. It's a sorcery. So this is fine.
Oh, what are you doing?
This is a sorcery! Don't worry, Bob. You all don't know what this card actually does.
Well, okay. Alright, yeah, you're right. I was thinking about getting Wasteland, but you're right. Caracas is slightly better.
Y'all don't know what this card actually says on it. I literally said multiple times there were abilities on the stack, so this is safe.
Alright, now we win.
Y'all were so scared for no reason. And yes, you like F16, that's fine. Yes, and this is why it's better to get Caracas than Wasteland.
Okay, I would play, yeah, okay. Hex Mage, he's dead. Crop.
So the other thing I was about to point out that this matchup feels a lot like a limited mirror, where whoever tries to play their combat trick first loses. Actually, I guess that's more like a control mirror.
So he doesn't have Caracas or Ghost Quarter in his deck anymore, so it doesn't even matter. But just, I guess, attack him.
Do I main phase, or do I second main make it? Probably, right?
Yeah, I would make it now, in case he happens to play Wasteland, which is not in their list, but why not?
You trust my ability to cast Convocation. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. What's up? By the way, happy... We went 4-1! 4-1 hype!
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Do I get an FP for that?
You get 2 FP.
Oh, I have probably like 7 now or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go take a quick bathroom break.
Yes.
And then we'll be back for Mel soon.
We will be back for Mel. There will be Mill. There will be Mill because Bob requested it. It's not Legacy Mill. Yeah, I don't know why people were freaking out. I knew exactly what was going to happen with that thingy. I'm just like, yo, why don't we just get Caracas? There are literally 2 LD effects on the stack. Alright. But yeah, that deck felt pretty reasonable. You know, all things considering. Alright, now got to fix some things. Legacy Mill is just Painter Stone. That is true. That is a good point. Thank you, Mike. This is what I pay you for. I'm going to double your pay. Can someone check that the deck list updated?